I'm obsessed with this lotion. I don't know how you say it. It's probably Perlier. It's Perlier. White almond moisturizing. My friend and I, let me tell you this funny story. My friend and I, like years ago, used to go shopping. Like we would go on shopping sprees to all the high-end department stores and buy like all kinds of crazy makeup. And it used to come in a different bottle. It was like a white bottle and it had like this aqua colored top. And it always smelled so good, but for whatever reason, neither one of us ever bought it. And every once in a while, I kind of like was obsessing over what was that lotion, and she couldn't remember. And finally, I don't even know how I found it, but I just kept Googling and I'm like, and I sent her a picture. I'm like, was this that lotion? She's like, yeah, that's it. They changed the bottle, which I'm not thrilled about. I like the other bottle better, but I'll let it go. It's fabulous. But this one is White Almond Moisturizing Body Cream. I like it better. I got the Shea Butter too. Shea Butter one is good, but this one's better. I like it better. Anyhow, enough about that. I'm like obsessed with the whole line now. I'm on the website all the time. And some of their shit's really expensive. But whatever. I mean, I don't have to buy it. I'm just looking at it all the time. That's not too expensive. I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't terrible. Right, I got it here. The first person is Anonymous for Love. You might have to make a decision around love. Okay, so you have the Two of Swords here, which can indicate that you need to make a decision or that you just did make a decision about love. I don't know what's going on in your love life, but out of the clear blue sky, you could get a new love offer with the Ace of Cups here. Growth and transformation comes to your love life when you listen to your intuition as Scorpio enters. If you're not with anyone right now, a passionate new love interest enters that leads you or helps take you towards the 10 cups being full. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It also may be a Scorpio. So if you're not with anyone, that should be changing soon. Jay, will I hang out with Brianna soon? Let's see. Yeah, maybe sometime this week. This week or maybe this weekend. You should be seeing her pretty soon. Lee. What's going on between KR and FP today? All right, I don't know what their relationship is to one another, but they have a soulmate connection. So if they're a couple, I would say their relationship is moving forward. If they're not a couple, then maybe they're just friends. Even still, their relationship's moving forward regardless. The Fool is in reverse, which means something around the situation may have been revealed that needs to be dealt with before the relationship can move forward. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. Things move forward and happiness comes out. Love always. What's coming in love? Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They may come in quickly. And then it should make you feel like the hard work that you've put into your love life is coming back to you. It may be with long-term potential too. If you're not with anyone right now, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Fire sign comes in, but also a Libra comes in. The Libra may come in a little bit down the road, though. If you're not crazy for the fire sign, Libra comes in. Perseverance around love pays off. And your love life moves forward this spring. Oh, you like this lipstick? Thanks. It's all right. I don't know. I don't have any makeup on today because I just didn't get around to doing it. So I just put lipstick on. Like I was out at the park and outside all day with these two. Sister, do you think R will really reach out to G for me? And if so, what will happen? I think he's going to do it. Yeah. What will happen? You could have good luck around this situation. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. You got some good luck coming in. You know what? I like this because it's fun, it's exciting, and we don't know what could come of it. But right now, I think that it's good. I mean, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but you might hear from this guy, or you could make some kind of connection. It may take some time, but 8 of Wands, something could change quickly. Let's see what happens, because I mean it would be wild, but you know, like I said, stranger things have happened. Let's see what happens when he makes the connection, when that guy reaches out to him. It's fun. It's like something different. It's lighthearted. I think it's exciting. I think it's a good thing right now. Tracy, how does Kai, the Pisces, feel about me? Feels like you're kind, caring, nurturing, grounded, stable, reliable, sincere. I think that he thinks that you're attractive. You might need to have a little bit of patience with this situation. Things may not get off the ground right away, but I think that he thinks pretty highly of you. Ronnie, general for the next 2 weeks. You could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan, or putting money aside for something that makes you feel like relief. It looks like the Knight of Pentacles. The communication with somebody you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time may happen over the next couple of weeks. 3 of Wands in reverse. You should be feeling a little bit like you're not waiting for your ship to come in, but things are starting to move forward. You have the World at your feet, and the 8 of Swords is in reverse. So life could start to move forward. It looks like you've got the Fool here, which could be starting a new journey, and you may feel like you've got some good karma coming back to you, or you're seeing justice around a certain situation. Love always. Was it Scorpio's intentions for me? Scorpio looks weak and distant right now. I don't think that they have any intentions. They have the Devil here, which could either be some sort of deceit around them or some sort of earthly pleasure. If you're interested in this person, I think you may have to do the pursuing, because I don't see much coming from their end at this point. Everything is kind of upside down. Magician, Strength, 3 of Pentacles. Everything is kind of like not really putting in much effort at this point. Curious. What's coming for me in the spring? What's coming for me in the spring? Okay, you have success that comes in around a school, business, or work endeavor. You have a little bit of anxiety, but it kind of dissipates pretty quickly. It looks like the Two of Pentacles, feeling a little bit more balanced, or balance comes back to life. And the Page of Cups is here, which could be starting a creative project of some type, or a creative person could come in. It looks like the Tower is in reverse, which means that there may be a minor Tower moment or something that's a little bit upsetting mid-month. It kind of dissipates pretty fast as well. Four of Swords, taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. It also looks like you've got maybe even starting a new journey here that's a little bit adventurous with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Not taboo. Did Mary, Grace, or her mom kill my dad, and why? Oh my God, that's horrible. I hope that you got the authorities involved. I'm going to ask, but I would make sure that you have somebody like authorities looking into that if you suspect that somebody's committed murder. Okay, did Mary kill my dad? Did Grace kill my dad? Did Grace's mom kill my dad? I don't think that anyone, or I don't think that any of these people did. I got to tell you, I don't really trust Mary. So, I mean, Grace and the mom, I don't think they had anything to do with it. Mary, I don't know. I'm curious as to why you think he was murdered, or like what the cause of death was. I'm sure that the authorities can investigate it. Lala, what's coming this week? What is coming this week? You may feel like a lack of perseverance, especially when it comes to like work. You may just be like feeling a little bit drained this week. You also may be holding yourself back a little bit. Not looking back on the past fondly, looking back on the past for exactly what it was and eager to move forward, but you may be exhausted by the whole thing. It does look that like as we move towards the weekend, you have some good luck that comes in and a little bit of success. You got a Capricorn coming in that could be of significance. Also an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Lala, what do I need to do to help myself within? Well, you know, it depends what you're struggling with. Most of the things, most of our issues come from soul wounds and situations that tend to repeat themselves. You know, like being used or being abandoned. And we tend to call in more situations that affirm those old soul wounds. Best way to attack those, I feel, is affirmations. I mean, you can work with a therapist, you can work with a life coach or somebody like that. But I don't, you know, I don't even know if you really need to do that. You know, working from within, because everything starts from within, right? When you're looking for something outside to make you feel better, it's always temporary. You know, it's like going out and buying a new lipstick. All right, it's great for 5 minutes, but then before you know it, it's no better than any of the other lipsticks that you had. Getting a new haircut. Okay, for 5 minutes, everything's a big deal. You know, oh, well, you got a nice haircut. Oh, everybody notices it, but then it's old news. So working from within is like I am worthy. I am smart enough. I am intelligent. I'm successful. I don't need anything outside of myself. I am everything I need. I am whole. All those kind of affirmations kind of help to heal those soul wounds. And when you don't need anything, that's when everything shows up. That's when everything just comes to you. So it does look like you have a little bit of sharp energy around you, and you may have some deceit or some deception from somebody close to you, or you may have been suffering from that recently that's caused a wound, and there could be some regret and negativity. But I think you can work through it. I know you could work through it. It just takes a little bit of time. It's much easier to run out and buy a new lipstick and think that that's going to, fix the problem, or, you know, uh, whatever, get a new car or whatever it is that soothes the wound for in the meantime. But it's not the long term answer. It's temporary. Healing all that shit from the inside, remaining stable and grounded will definitely help permanently. Lee, when me and the Libra talk, we're not together right now, okay? You'll talk eventually, but I don't see much coming from it. Doesn't look like it's constant communication. It looks like you could bump into each other, or maybe somebody reaches out to the other person, but it doesn't seem to turn into all that much. I would kind of keep your options open right now. Curious. How did PE feel when he saw me? Happy, spontaneous, strong. I guess I don't know if he saw you out of the blue. He seemed like he was happy to see you. Sabrina, yesterday me and my mom found out that my sister had a baby boy named Nasir we didn't know about, but also she had been giving him up for adoption, and we really need to know what happened to him, how he's been doing since. Oh man. Depending on the adoption, you might not be able to find that out. Like, if it's a closed adoption, I don't think that you can get, I mean, I don't know, it may be different where you are. And I don't know even in the States if it varies from state to state. But if you have an open adoption, you can research that. Like, you can find out who the parents are. And these days, I think that people do a lot that, they do that a lot more than they did years ago. But if it's a closed adoption, where like she gave the baby up at the hospital, you might have to wait until that child is 18. I don't know how much information I can get, but let's see. Let's see what I can come up with. She may have been concerned about work, or being financially stable, and that's why she may have chosen to give him up. It looks like it really hurt her. I don't know how you found out this information, that, if she told you or somebody else told you, but this looks like something that weighed heavy on her heart, and she didn't make this decision lightly. There is a journey that comes in. I do believe that you're going to find out. I think that you will find him one day. I don't know how old he is right now. I do believe that you guys will be able to find him, because you've got the Fool here. You could start a new journey and you could find him. I would start with her. If you could reach out to her and find out anything that she can give you that may point you in the direction. It's like she made that decision intuitively. I don't think it was something that she really wanted to, or she didn't make the decision lightly. It weighed heavy on her heart. She felt like it was the right thing to do. She must have been concerned about money with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And she felt very burdened by this situation. That's got to be a really, really tough decision to make. There are different avenues that you can take to find this child, and you will. I believe that you will find this child. It does look like he's doing well. He seems to be very strong and very ambitious. But once again, I don't know how old he is. Like, if he's 3 years old, he could be an ambitious, happy, strong 3-year-old. He also could be a happy, ambitious, strong 13-year-old. I don't know how old he is. It looks like his life is pretty good. He's like, things have changed for the better for him quickly. He's successful, or he will be successful, and he does have happiness around him. It does look like his adoptive parents were good to him, or they are good to him. And I do think that you're going to find him. So I hope that that helps. Good luck. Good luck. I think that you're going to find him, and I think you're going to get the answers. Oh, that's a tough one. God, that's tough. Whoa. I'm sending out good energy. I think that there's going to be a happy ending at some point, where you'll find out something, or you'll put it in its place, or who knows. I mean, I'm a sucker for a happy ending too, so. Please. KRNFP had a falling out because he believes that she lied about being pregnant. Was she ever pregnant? No, I don't think so. That may be what came out. That Fool in reverse, that had to be, yeah. That may be what came out. Yeah, I don't think she was. I don't know why women do that. I don't, but women do it all the time. I don't know. But once again, I always go back to the whole manipulation thing. You can't have a good relationship with somebody if you're trying to manipulate love out of them. And you can't, like, it just doesn't work. So I don't know. So what did she say? That she was pregnant and she lost the baby? Like, yeah, something there's not right. There's lies and deceit there for sure. But was she pregnant before she met him or got involved with him? Look, there's deceit around it. That's all I can tell you. There is a lie there somewhere. D, what's coming up next in love? Somebody from your past could be returning, maybe an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It doesn't have to be an old love. It could be anybody from the past. And it looks like you're entering a committed relationship on the horizon. Perseverance around love pays off, and you have a happiness that comes out. You also have a wish. Could be an Aquarius that enters. You got an Aquarius and a Gemini here, pretty strong. So love life is moving forward. You also have money coming in. His name is Nasir, his birthday, okay. Oh, so he's little. He's little. Did you find out this information from your sister? Because if you found out from your sister, I would ask the details. If you didn't, you found out from somebody else and she's not fessing up to it, or she's not owning up to it, I would try to find out the hospital he was born in and see if you can go that route. I don't know if you can, because I think everything is going to be confidential. And he's a little guy yet. Seems like he's doing okay, though. That's got to be excruciating. Really. Curious. Will I be happy at my new job? Yeah, I think you will be. Yeah, more or less. D, general for the rest of April. You got happiness coming. You got good luck coming. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan makes you feel relief. Earth sign comes in, and an air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Looks like you could be taking time for rest, relaxation, self-care. Possibly spending time working on a creative project. Money's coming in. 9 of Pentacles. Rimmel. What's coming up next for me in general? You've got life is moving forward between now right through the end of the year, going through growth and transformation, no longer feeling so stuck or held back, but feeling like things are starting to move forward. It looks like you've got a wish that comes in around a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It doesn't look like it's a love connection, but it may be like, it could be a soulmate friend. Now, if you're not with anyone love-wise, you do have another connection coming in that may be a Gemini. And a Capricorn is here. Looks like life changes for the better quickly as we move through the spring, and you'll have choices, especially around a new journey of some type that either sparks your passion or you feel very ambitious about. Whatever the journey is, it's positive. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan will make you feel relief, and you have happiness coming out before the end of the year. You should feel like you're in a good place. Where to go? Prussian. If my client gets his bad varicose veins fixed, will he live longer or have a better outcome? Okay. If he gets his varicose veins fixed, will he live longer or have a better outcome? Not significantly longer. No, I don't think it's going to be of significance. Or it's going to be a significantly better outcome. No, and maybe minimal. Rimmel. When will Kay respond back? Will it be good news? It doesn't look like communication is coming in for maybe a couple of weeks. Will it be good news? I think it'll be good news, but it may not, it may take some time, like 12 days. Sweet thing. What do you see coming up, traveling in the next few weeks? Traveling to water, by water, or around water. Happiness comes out. Feeling happy, like you've made it to the top of the mountain. It does look like you could be traveling to water, by water, or around water, but there may be a road trip too. So you may be doing a significant amount of traveling over the next couple of months. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, feeling like the hard work that you've put into this trip is going to pay off. So if it's something that you've really planned, it looks like it's going to be a nice time. Julie, will his approve of us? Yes. Oh my God, that's awful, Sabrina. That's awful. So she's the one that told you the story? Sweet thing. Why does Kenneth keep bringing up my ex? He's a little bit jealous and a little bit threatened. Like he's kind of has like a mini tower moment over him. But it seems to move into the past pretty quickly, and it doesn't really affect the relationship long term. Sweet thing. What do you see surrounding my peers at work? I feel snake vibes. I feel like at work there's always a snake. Always. There's different types of snakes. You know, like there's the one that always tries to outdo you. Then there's the one that's always trying to throw you under the bus. Like they think that they make themselves look better by trying to make you look bad. Then there's the person that tries to be your friend, but you can't trust them either. There's always snakes. It actually looks like you have pretty decent people around you, and it looks like the sun is around your work. Things change for the better quickly, and the sun comes out. Excuse me. So I don't know if it means that the snake leaves and that's why you're happy, because there's growth and transformation around the place, or there's growth and transformation around your job in particular. I would just keep everyone at arm's length. I wouldn't get too close to anyone, and you should be fine. You have the magician here, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and it looks like you go to work, you do what you have to do, and you don't really have anything to worry about. So, Lee, yes, KR broke up with her, and she yelled wool and said she was pregnant. Like, what? I don't understand what that's supposed to do. So you lie to somebody, say that you're pregnant, so what? So they come back to you, and then what? You tell them that you have a miscarriage, and you just spend the rest of your life with this horrible lie? Like, no, it's not going to last. You can't tell somebody a lie like that or pull a manipulation stunt. If it's over, it is over, and that's it. Like, why? I don't know. Why are we trying to hang on to something? If he doesn't want to be with you, he doesn't want to be with you. No, they're not going to last. Short term, yeah, she may get him back and weasel her way in and manipulate him to come back. Not going to last long term. You can't have a long-term relationship built on lies and deceit. It just doesn't work. Now, something like that, imagine, I just don't understand why women do this. You're so deceitful that what do you expect is going to come from this situation? He's not going to re-fall in love with you because you're pregnant. You can have 18 of his children. He's still not going to marry you if he doesn't want to be married to you. One thing doesn't equal the other. But it's always like a stunt, and the stunts don't work. And it's fucking embarrassing. Like, you know, like I said the other night, reminds me of the American Idol contestants. Like, the show's over, say goodbye, and you hold your head up high and have some dignity. It's not going to work out, not long term. Temporarily, possibly. But no, he's going to resent her long term for this. And if he finds out for sure that it was 100% a lie, you know, like medical records. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be hypothetical here. These two people get married and they decide to have a child, and they go to the doctor. Do you know what the first question is? How many pregnancies have you had? On the question, how many pregnancies have you had? How many babies have you lost? How many miscarriages? How many abortions? What is she going to do? Lie to the doctor? Like, I don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. Like, well, what are you going to do? Say, oh, I can't let him see this paper because I lied? Like, I don't know. It's desperation. That's what it is. People are acting out in desperation when they do something like that. But no, it's not going to last long term. John, tomorrow's forecast. Feeling prepared, slow and steady wins the race, but it looks like you're able to accomplish quite a lot. It looks like you're no longer holding yourself back. Listening to your intuition. Could have a new job opportunity here. Intuition is spot on, and you got some good karma coming back. Something that you didn't think was going to work out may work out, or you may get a positive answer to something that you didn't think was going to happen. Sweet thing, do you see a better job for me soon? I need a change. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Yep. Let's see if we can get some timing. Possibly within the next 4 months, you could get something. She claims she lost the baby. Did she go to the hospital and have a D&C? Was she in the hospital? Because you have to have surgery after you have a miscarriage. So, nobody knows that she was in the hospital, and nobody took her and picked her up, and then had to, you know, recover after it, and she's lying. I had a friend of mine that had a miscarriage. Jay, what did management of the supervisors of the UPS think of my performance tonight? They think that you're well prepared. They think that you're moving forward, and they think that you have a good, either Ace of Pentacles could be a new business opportunity, or it's positive for business. It also looks like they may think that you've grown and changed quickly, or you absorbed everything quickly. Ram, is Kenneth thinking about me? I think he thinks of you, yeah. Delana, will the Aquarius ever tell me to my face that he loves me? Yes, I think he will. Bernard, what's holding me back? Okay, let's see. Fear. You know, all right, we only make decisions from two places. You either make a decision out of love or you make a decision out of fear. So it's like you hate your job. You want to get a new job. Somebody offers you a new job. You don't take it because you're afraid. Or you take it because you have enough self-love for yourself that you don't want to stay in a job that you're miserable. People only make decisions from two places, love and fear. So if you're holding yourself back, it's out of fear. And it could be a fear of failure because of the Six of Wands is in reverse. Thing is that you don't really have reason to be afraid of that, because it looks like you've got the Magician, which is manifesting new opportunities. You have the Chariot, which is your life moving forward. You may need to have a little bit of patience, but you're well prepared. Things are moving forward and you're going to have choices. So if anything is holding you back, it's fear. Like, think about it. Everything. Like, if you don't want to go to, I don't know, your mother's house for dinner, but you say yes, why do you say yes? Out of love for your mother. If you say, no, I'm not going to go because I'm tired, I want to stay home, that's love for yourself, right? So everything is made out of, from two places. Every decision that humans make is either from fear or love. And depending on what weighs more. Like, I used to say, my brother, he hated flying. Like, he'll fly, but he just doesn't love it. And he doesn't like leaving his family. He wants to be home with his kids. Like, he doesn't want to travel. So his last job, he used to have to travel kind of a lot. Like, he went to China for 2 weeks. He had to go to Spain. He had to go to a couple of times, like, in the United States, like Arizona, Michigan. But they're trips, and that's not really his thing. And I said to him once, I said, you are more afraid of telling them no than your fear of flying. Like, so sometimes it's the fear, which is the greater fear. Like, you're more afraid of telling your boss, no, I'm not going to China for 2 weeks, rather than, you know, like, he'd rather just get on the plane and suck that up. So his fear of the confrontation or getting in trouble at his job was a stronger fear than actually getting on the plane. Anyhow. And he was like, yeah, he's like, you're right. Anyhow. Mickey, is my cousin John lying about being a virgin? 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't think he's lying. No, I don't think he's lying. Julie, will C call me later tonight? Yes, I think you will. Ram, any positivity this week? Growth and transformation comes to you as a person, and it looks like The hard work that you put into your career may be coming back to you, or you may be feeling well accomplished, feeling like your career, school, work, business is moving forward. You also may be feeling stable, and you could be feeling a little bit like well respected. Yeah, I think that's pretty positive. Lee. I don't see it yet. So let me do Alexandra. I know it sounds stupid, but I'd like to know what my brother Jeffrey thinks of me. It's not stupid. It's not stupid at all. It's just not a common question. That's all. Because usually siblings don't care that much. They usually just care more about love interests, but it's not stupid. All right. What does my brother Jeffrey think of me? He thinks that you're kind, caring, kind-hearted, sincere. He thinks that your life is changing for the better quickly. Either it already has or it's in the middle of it. Thinks that you're going places in life. He thinks that you have a little bit of adventure that may worry him. I don't know if there's an argument that the two of you have had recently, because the Five of Swords is here. Like, there could be an argument. You may not see eye to eye on everything, but he has a lot of respect for you. He thinks that you're incredibly smart. He also thinks that sometimes you sell yourself a little bit short. And the Empress is like somebody who's attractive, kind-hearted, abundant, plentiful. So yeah, he thinks highly of you. But I think sometimes maybe you guys don't see eye to eye. Or if that didn't happen yet, it could happen. You just may not agree on certain things, that's common. Lee, I figured that she was lying. I just didn't want to say anything. They're in a real relationship or an open relationship. Because I've seen her with another guy not so long ago. It's craziness. Well, that's the thing. Nobody is going to call somebody out on that because it's a horrible thing to have to live through. But it's even worse to lie about it. And, you know, what's done in the dark always comes to light. So at the end of the day, all this bullshit comes out. You know what somebody was telling me? One of my good friends, she does a lot of work with like all kinds of spiritual gurus, people that I haven't even heard of. And she was saying to me, it was just yesterday, she had to get a tire on her car or something, and I picked her up, we went for a walk. She said that this is the year where everything, she says that the teacher says, everything in your backpack is coming out. So everything that like people have tried to hide will be coming back, will be coming out this year. So it's like she's gonna get busted in this lie. And then it's like, and if you've been seeing other guys, like, how would you even know it was his if you're with other guys? Are they in a real relationship? Let me ask. Yes. I believe that that guy thinks that they're in a serious, like a committed relationship. So if she was with somebody else, no, she could be one of these people that's just very desperate to get love from whoever. And it's a shame. But we're not taught self-love. We're just not. We're taught that, like, you have to be pretty and you have to get a boyfriend and then you're going to be worth something. You know, you get to go to the prom and then you get married and have a big house and a big wedding and everybody's going to wish they were you. And there's no self-love in that. It's like anyone that really like comes from a place of self-love is like not interested in the outside things. You know, it's like being pretty doesn't heal anyone. Like, nobody is exempt from heartbreak. It doesn't matter what you look like. Marilyn Monroe, Cindy Crawford, Beyonce. I mean, none of these, Kim Kardashian, all these people, everybody gets fucked up. Like, nobody's exempt from it. So that's not true, but yet we're fed that. And God help me. Yeah, she's coming from a desperate place, and it's not good. It's not a good thing. It's like, that's not the answer. And I hate to say it because it kind of sometimes makes people feel, and years ago I felt the same way. Like, I don't want to sit around working on myself and nobody else is working on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, fucking great. I gotta sit around and write affirmations. Meanwhile, everybody else is out on a Saturday night partying. But the truth is that once you start to like get past needing, I need this, then you don't, then it comes, then it shows up because you don't need it anymore. And then here it is. Anyway. Jay, how do people at UPS help view me? They think you're very well prepared, very well balanced, easy to get along with. The Queen of Cups would be somebody who's kind-hearted, sincere, genuinely a nice person. They think that you're a hard worker too, and that you're intelligent. Sweet thing. How does Kenneth feel about me? Well, you guys have always had a great connection, and it's like it's rekindled with this card. I think that even when you guys weren't together, he always loved you. I don't think he ever stopped loving you. I just think that things got really messed up there for a minute. And it looks like he feels a sense of relief that you're back together and like a wish came true. Got the Hierophant here. There's long-term potential around this situation. That could be a long-term commitment. Lee. Let's see yet. Let's do thought. Will Ash the Capricorn, is the Capricorn my twin flame? No, but I don't really believe in the twin flame thing. It's not that I don't believe in it. I feel like if you can't feel it, see it, touch it, and it's not written down somewhere, how could we really label somebody a twin flame? Just because we have a feeling. I've had many feelings in my day that were off. And I've thought certain things about so many people over the course of my life that I'm so glad didn't end up happening. So no, I can't say that he's your twin flame. But it just sounds to me like, it's like fairy tale again. It's like, you're born, and then you have to spend your whole life combing this entire earth to find the one person that is your other half. And when you find them, then you'll be whole. I don't believe that. I just don't believe it. I believe that we grow and change so much, and with each relationship, every relationship means something. And more often than not, I think that the first love is more significant than the person that you end up with, or that the person that you marry for 80 years. You know what I mean? Like, first love you learn the most from, and is usually felt pretty deep. No, I just can't with the twin flame thing. Soulmates, yeah, the soulmate relationships I kind of understand. And I do agree with soulmate relationships. And I don't think that karmic relationships are as bad as people make them out to be, when people are like, oh, well, she's just a karmic. Yeah, well, karmic relationships can last. And they could be not dramatic, and they could be very even-keeled. I don't think they're terrible. I really don't. Anyway. Ruth, how is Brandon's friend sees and talk about me? Wait, how Brandon's friend see and talk about me, okay. I don't know that they talk much about you, because it comes up like that they may be a little bit undecided. I mean, it's hard to ask what a group of people think, because everybody thinks something differently. Like, everyone feels differently. Like, some people may really like you, some people may not like you, just because that's just life. Like, not everyone's going to like you, but it does come up with a level of feeling either indecisive, or maybe they don't know you well enough to make a decision, or that they don't really say much, they don't really talk much about you. There is an argument here, though. I don't know, somebody may have had an argument about you, or you could have been involved in at one point. You may have come up, but overall, I mean, it looks like it's nothing. It would be nothing that would be terrible. Like, there's nothing bad here. There's no deceit, there's no crap. It's like average. Maybe kind and caring. They may say that you're a kind person. But I don't think they do all that much talking about you at this point. Where am I? I'm Pisces, Sun, Gemini rising, Leo moon. Rimmel. How will I be meeting the Capricorn? When will I be meeting the Capricorn, Gemini, and how will it be? I would say within the next 4 to 7 weeks. And it looks like, I can't tell you how you're going to meet them. I don't know. But it looks like they come in over the next 4 to 7 weeks. They come in out of the blue and you start a new journey. You might need to have a little bit of patience. So maybe closer to the 7-week mark. But it looks like a pretty decent, like, I don't know if both or one of them is very focused on the connection when you meet them. Lee, general love. Looks like you're starting a new journey. You got the Fool card here. It could come in out of the blue. If you're not with anyone right now, Earth sign comes in quick. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, but you might have choices. You could have Sagittarius here too. It looks like you have ambition coming in. Life seems to be moving forward. And the hard work that you've put into your love life is coming back to you. Jay, love update. Got cause for celebration that comes in around an Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. 6 of Pentacles. Feeling well respected. The next relationship you enter should be very well balanced. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You also have an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Things can move forward pretty quickly. It looks like you're going to have options. It's not a bad thing. You may even have 2 fire signs. Delana. Why have I been smelling exhaust all day for no reason? Okay, this is going to sound crazy. And you know that I always like to stay kind of stable. Yeah, I look stable, right? Is there somebody in your life that smells like exhaust, like a mechanic? Or, you know, maybe not a mechanic, somebody that works on machinery that would smell like exhaust? Because what they say is, or it also could be somebody who's passed over, who's crossed over. Like if there's a spirit around, you could smell a scent that they smelt like. You know, like if somebody was like a smoker and when you smell the smoke, it reminds you of them. That could be their spirit letting you know that they're around. Same thing with exhaust, you know, like if your father was a mechanic and he always smelled like exhaust, or the garage in the house always smelled like exhaust because he had an old car in there, you know, like then that could be that person. They also say that if somebody has like, is about to come back into your life and they resonate with that smell, you know, like I had a friend who always wore a leather jacket. It could be 112 degrees out. He was in a leather jacket. When I smell leather, it reminds me of him. Like you could smell that leather and then hear from him like in a couple of days. So I don't know if there's someone in your world that smells like exhaust. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, if none of that rings true, it could be somebody that's coming in. They may be a Cancer. They could be a very hard worker. They may have a lot of money, or they could be a business owner. Maybe they own a shop of some type. They got money flowing to them. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with this card if you don't want children. It looks like feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain around a new journey. It could be somebody new coming in, but it's significant, definitely, because that's a distinct smell. Unless you were like hanging out at the bus depot for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's just out of the blue, it's significant. Definitely, I would write it down or put it in a journal, because when it shows up, you'll know what it means. When the person shows up. If it's nobody that you already know. Cinnamon. You know what's funny? You say that because I have somebody here that asks about a guy that asks about a girl, right? But I've noticed that a girl with the same name comes in and asked about a guy with the same name. I don't know if it's the same name because I don't want to blow him up, because he's got like a shortened version of it. So I'm not 100% sure they're the same people, but I always think that. I'm always like, gee, I wonder if that's her that we're reading on when the other guy says it. But I don't want to say their names just in case. That's funny you said that, because I thought about that. Could it be the spell removal that you bought? I don't think so. Not unless one of the parties is connected to the smell of exhaust. Then I would say yes. But otherwise, no. I would think that it either has something to do with somebody coming in or a significant event. I mean, bizarre things happen. It could be like you could do the spell, right? Have that spell work done. And then you may be like behind a bus and the exhaust is blowing, right? And you're like, oh shit, this bus is gonna kill me. And then get a text message at the same time from the person that you had the spell work done on. You know what I mean? There's a significance to the scent of that smell. There's no doubt about it. There's a significance. It's either somebody who's passed on, which I can ask if it's someone that's passed on. I don't think it is. I think if it was, it would have hit you. You would have known who it was. Like it was my grandfather. He was a diesel mechanic, whatever. No, I think it has something to do with something that's going to happen. And it's going to make sense when it happens. It's bizarre the way things happen. Like somebody once told me, when you least expect it, or you're going to be in a situation where you're going to pick something up and not realize that it's a music box and it's going to start playing music. When the music box plays, you'll realize that your life is moving forward. And I was like, what a bizarre thing to tell somebody. Like, first of all, you can pretty much identify a music box. And what a weird thing to say. Anyhow, we were cleaning out my grandmother's house. This was a few years ago. And there you go. That was in the living room. And I picked up something. I don't know what, it's just kind of crap my grandmother had. This was hers. What is it? I mean, she had like 3 plastic angels on it. Like, really, did you need that? But she had shit like that all over her house. So lo and behold, I picked up something and it was a music box and it just started playing in my hand. And I'd been holding it for like a couple of minutes. And I was like, oh, gee, that's weird. So I think that that's what has to do with this exhaust scent. Ruth, is Brandon thinking about me? Yes, I do think he thinks about you. Charmsy, I'd like the rest of the month reading. May have some choices with the 7 of Cups. Looks like you have money flowing to you with the 6 of Cups. You could run into someone you haven't seen in a long time, or somebody from your past could be returning. That may have something to do with the choices that you have. Now you have an earth sign coming in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It looks like if you recently had an argument, a disaster, something that you want to forget about. It's all moving into the past. Your life is moving forward. Anxiety moves into the past. You may need to have a little bit of patience with yourself, but your life is starting to move forward and you're heading towards all 10 cups being full, which would be happiness with all 10 cups. Fire sign enters, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, taking time for rest, relaxation, self-care. Being guided by the divine could bring in a water sign that may be significantly Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Balance comes back to your life. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. It may be something that comes out of the blue. If you decide to do it, it would be positive. If you decide not to do it, it could come up at another point as well. You're going to hear from somebody you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time with the Page of Swords. Capricorn comes in of significance. Should be a pretty busy month. Adriana Salazar, cards for April. Stepping into your own strength helps to push your life forward. Cause for celebration comes in. A Virgo and an Aries come in, taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. A wish comes true towards the end of the month and feeling like you're being better compensated or better respected at work, maybe even both. Looks like your perseverance around work, school, business, whatever you do all day pays off. Cece, why is Kay blowing me off? Will he respond and reach out soon? I don't see communication coming in real soon. You'll hear from him. I just don't know that it's going to be that fast. He seems, he seems to be pretty busy, and he seems to be also like hanging out and doing different things. He just may not have much time to have like a full-blown conversation. It looks like he's got the Wheel of Fortune. He's got growth and transformation happening around him. He may have started a new little journey. It looks like, yeah, he's got the Hangman here. His life is moving forward. You'll hear from him. It just doesn't look like it's a top priority at this point for him because he's got a lot going on. Cece, romantic potential with P&I. There's potential. I don't see a commitment coming in, not yet, but it does look like you can make it to the top of the mountain. Things could move forward and things could strengthen. Cinnamon, love currently. Got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. You have a Virgo, a Sagittarius, and a Taurus coming in. You may be starting a new journey. You got a new opportunity coming in, at least one. There may be more than that coming in. Let's see what happens. Jay, there's a girl that I see at UPS. I swear every day her jeans get tighter and tired. Has she noticed me, and do I have a shot? Yes, she has noticed you, and yes, you do have a shot. My butt here is falling asleep. I gotta shift. Lola, what's going on with Danielle and Cordell? Are they ever going to make it official? Okay, will they ever make it official? Yes, I think they will. It does look like their relationship is moving forward, or they have the ability to make it move forward with the Magician and the Empress here. Muskin, what do you see from the cards about my future with Gemini? Will we be together in the future? At this point, the chances are slim. I can't say no, but it doesn't look like things are moving forward. It looks like you may be feeling like you've been treated a little bit unfairly, or you may feel like nothing is really happening. My suggestion would be to put a little bit more effort in to try to get the connection to go somewhere, because it doesn't look like all that much is happening on the other side from him. To Kenya in general. Looks like your perseverance pays off, especially around a business opportunity. Balance comes back to your life and a wish comes true. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you helps to put a disappointment into the past. So you have an air sign around that may be of significance. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Feeling better respected at work, business, school, whatever you do all day, the sun comes out. Happiness comes in. If you're in a relationship, your current relationship rekindles and moves forward. If you're not with anyone right now, a Cancer and a Leo come in. Red, any passionate nights coming up soon? Yeah, could be. Let's see. Maybe within the next couple of weeks. Red, the Taurus keeps hanging around. Why? All right, I don't know what your relationship is to this Taurus, but there's a couple of things happening. Four of Wands, they may be looking for things to move forward. Four of Wands can be upgrading a relationship. So if it's a romantic thing, they may be looking for things to move forward. If they're not a romantic relationship, or even if they are, it doesn't make a difference. They're feeling a little bit burdened. They also may be feeling a little bit lonely. They may feel like their life is not really going anywhere. And I think that they're genuinely a little bit lonely and maybe a little bit hurt, looking for companionship. And that's whether you guys are romantic or not. It does look like there's happiness that is coming out around them. They may need to take a little bit of time for self-care, but if they're feeling a little bit lonely, they're gonna get out of it. Their good life is gonna move forward. I think that they're genuinely lonely. If it's a romantic situation between the two of you, Four of Wands could indicate they're looking for things to move forward to something more serious. Delana, will Lewis leave Maria in the next 3 months? Yeah, you got a 70% chance, yes, he does leave her within the next 3 months. Depression, is XRP going to go up or down significantly next week? Okay, is it going up significantly? I think it goes up. I think it goes up. 70% chance it's going up. Only a 30% chance it's going down. Jay. The girl from UPS that you just read, what does she think of me? Thinks that you're attractive, hardworking, intuitive, maybe even a little bit mysterious, very well prepared, unique, and she's curious about you. She may want to know what your deal is. X, what are V's feelings towards me? They think that you're a happy person, that you have some natural luck or natural charisma. But there could be a third party that's involved here. This may be a holdup between the two of you, or that may keep distance between the two of you. They think that you're intelligent, intuitive, kind, caring, sincere. Sweet voice, current energy between me and the Libra. A little stuck, a little stagnant. Magician. How will things be for me if I go to the family barbecue this Saturday and wear the necklace that I want to wear and try to be respectful and funny and playful with everyone? Overall, it should go pretty well. There's spontaneity. This is fun. Somebody may be disappointed. I don't know if there's something about the necklace that they don't like because there's disappointment around someone, but for the most part, it looks like it's a fine day. There's ambition here. Things move forward. Feeling like you got good karma or good justice around the situation. Oh, excuse me. Mihak Jot. Will I shift to Canada this month? My passport was gone for stamping, but got struck. Worried about it. I don't think you go this month, but I think that it may have more to do with COVID restrictions than anything else. Canada is pretty tight right now. I just did a private the other day with somebody that lives in Canada, and she said that they have some like serious lockdown right now. It may be hard to get in there, especially if you're traveling from another country. Cinnamon, you know what? I mean, I don't think that the relationships have to be as complicated as people make them, but I think that what happens, and I think everyone's been guilty of it, at some point is people don't know when to walk away because they're too afraid of being alone. And it's one thing if you're alone, but it's another thing when you've been with somebody for a really long time and the thought of not being with them anymore. So people start doing crazy shit to try to hold on to it. It's like holding on to water. Like you just can't hold on to something that's just not meant to be. Somebody wants out. Like you can, I mean, and I've seen it all. Like you can manipulate someone. You can torture them. You can threaten them. I mean, I've seen madness happen. But you can't make someone love you. I mean, do you really want to manipulate someone into being with you and they don't want to be with you? See, that's where cheating happens. Because people are chasing after, you know, and if someone's feeling desperate and doesn't want to let the other person go. And then some people they just don't have the strength to stand up for themselves, so they just give in. But just giving in doesn't make him love you. Just giving him means that he just gave in because he just doesn't have the strength. He's a pussy. I hate to say it like that, but, you know, I see it a lot, you know, where it's, I don't know, like, and it works both ways with men and women. Like I said, my friend, by the time her relationship with her boyfriend was, like, really over, she said that, she's like, I just had this feeling that I would never be with anyone again. And even though I didn't want to be with him anymore, I just couldn't bear the thought of being alone. And she was alone for 12 years after they broke up. That's a long time. But, you know, and she used to say, you know, once she got over it, because it was another one of these situations where the relationship is over, but then his mother would still call her and the sister would still call her, and then they send Christmas cards. It's like, fucking end it. Like, you don't need pictures of his nieces and nephews. You just don't. But it like kind of drags it, on longer. And when she was like finally over it, like she said, she was like, I am so glad that I didn't end up staying with him because I would have been miserable. I mean, he had money. I don't think that she would have had to work. And she's like, her plan was like, she's like, I was going to look at houses with him. I was going to look at engagement rings with him, and I couldn't fucking stand him. That's what she said. She used to have me hysterical when I wasn't friends with her at the time. I was friends with her younger sister. And she was like, my plan was to marry him and, have children with him. And that's where my life was going to be. And she's like, thank God it didn't happen because I would have been fucking miserable. And then that happens too. It's like then a lot of times one person feels stuck. Like, now I can't get out because what am I going to do? Now I have 3 kids. And how am I going to do this all myself? So I get it. But if everybody acted more authentically, and I can't say that I always have because I've done crazy shit myself, but like, I don't think that I've done anything crazy or manipulating. I just think that I didn't know when to give up. I mean, in my day, when things like had gone south, like just end it. Where I let things drag on for too long myself. But if we all could just be a little bit more authentic, it would be easier. But it's a crazy fucking world. I mean, I tell this story all the time. When I was working at AMP, after 9/11 happened, I used to, on Saturday and Sunday morning, I used to do the papers. Like, the papers would come in and you have to put them together. Only Sunday had to be put together, but yeah, I had to put them out anyway. And I remember the headlines being like on the Daily News and the New York Post about how many cops and firemen, or people, not even just that, but like people that worked in the towers that passed away, that were leading double lives. Like, they had like a wife and kids, and then they had another wife and kids. I mean, maybe not legally married, but living there. And like, think about it, especially with a job like a fireman or a police officer, where your hours are not really counted for because you could be a cop and have to work overtime. So, how easy would it be to call your wife and say, oh, yeah, I'm stuck at work, or I have to work extra hours. And then you go home to your other wife. Crazy. And it came out because both women would be filing for the benefits. That's nuts. And that's so terrible too, because it's like, now it's bad enough that you lost him, and now you find out what he is, that he did that for all those years. And there were several stories I heard, and I remember reading it, and I was like, damn, that's really shitty. But shit gets complicated. I think I'm at Lemoore. What can I expect this weekend? You're being guided by the divine. Got a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain when a wish comes true. I don't know if you have something planned or something may just fall out of the sky. Should be an interesting weekend. More, how do people like my business post today? Generally speaking, it was successful. Lovers, for the most part, yeah, it was excellent. Cinnamon, when the Libra and me are not talking, does he drive around my neighborhood? Sometimes. Yeah, I would say sometimes he does. Jay, I noticed I'm the only guy at UPS that non-verbally pays attention to this girl. She pretty much works in an all-male environment. That's why she's caught. Is that, yeah, probably. Okay, let's see. Yes, and she's curious. You're new. She wants to know what you're all about. Yeah, she's definitely caught your attention, and she has noticed you look at her. Well, she didn't date, right. I mean, she had a couple of crazy situations that happened in the 12 years. A couple of really crazy ones, but there was one, right? This is typical, I think, of that a lot of people fall into this. When we were hanging out at the bar, right? Like I had a crush on the one guy, he wanted nothing to do with me. Um, one of my friends was actually, he was a twin. My one friend was like hanging out with his brother at one point. I don't really know how much went down, but it was more than that than I got. Let's put it that way. And then her friend was like hanging out with the owner's brother, who was significantly younger. But out of all of the people there, I mean, he was like pretty mature, and he kind of treated everybody really nice. So whatever. So there was really nobody there that my other friend was interested in, and she started to develop a crush on this one guy, the guy that owned the place, and she didn't even really like him. She was just like, I don't know, it's like there was nobody there, and she just, you just want to be, people want to be involved. And she, like, when he didn't pay her attention, she would be like, what the fuck do I care? I don't even really like him. She's like, I don't even think that he's attractive. And then, like, if he didn't pay her attention, she'd be like, he's not talking to me. And I'm like, you don't even like him. She's like, I know I don't like him, but I kind of like him. It's like one of those situations where, like, you only really like him if he's not paying attention to you. Because the idea of actually being with him, I don't think she really wanted that. And she was never with him, and nothing ever happened. But it just kind of solidified her and I being like the big losers of the place. But anyhow, life has since moved on. That was a really long time ago. And I would never want to go back to that point in my life. Cinnamon, is he going to be doing something for my birthday this year? I think so. Yeah, you might have to mention it or bring it up, and then he does something. I wouldn't just rely on him to, be on top of it, because he just may not be. She had a crush on the biology teacher. I don't know what reminded me of this today, but I was laughing. I can't remember what he looked like. When we were in junior high, yeah, I guess it was junior high, I met my friend Lisa. I think I was in 3rd grade. Um, we went to camp together. We weren't in the same school district, but every year our parents made us go to fucking camp, and neither one of us wanted to, and we were friends. We became friends. And that's how I actually met my friend Kim, who I'm still friends with till this day, through Lisa. But Lisa, first of all, she was really tall. So even though I think we were in 4th grade, she looked like she was 17. One of the counselors, I don't remember what his name was, but she used to call him Beefcake. And she used to call him that to his face. She got all of us junior high girls calling him Beefcake. Oh my God. Lemoore tomorrow. Growth and transformations coming in tomorrow. You got choices coming in tomorrow. Balance comes in tomorrow. Passion comes in tomorrow. feeling like the magician here. The ability to manifest new opportunities. Listen to your intuition. Work may be busy tomorrow too. He failed us 3 times. Our biology teacher he was from the Bronx, and he had like a really heavy Bronx accent. And my friend used to mimic him. And I swear to God, I don't know how this was in high school. She's like, he would say something, and then she would imitate him. And I sat next to her. I don't know how we passed that class. She used to make fun of him. Oh my God. Who haven't I gotten to? We did that one. Oh, it's Sienna. When will Orlando reach out to me? Okay, when's communication coming in here with Orlando? I would say soon. I would say before the end of 2 weeks, you should hear from him. Linda, what will happen between my son, Stephania, and my brother, L'Aquarius? Okay. What will happen between my son and my brother? Okay, I don't know what's gone on between them, but if there was a disappointment, a letdown, a hurt, or whatever, it moves into the past. They may make a decision to move forward. There's a wish around the situation, and one person may make the other person an offer that would be hard to turn down. It does look like somebody may have been hurt here, but that moves into the past. I don't know what the situation is between the two of them, but communication between the two of them seems to pick up in the near future. Son, will Ram respond to my messages? It's been a year he went silent. Okay, let's see. Yes, I think you'll hear from him at some point if you reach out. Yes. Anthony, anything good coming to my life soon after my birthday this month? Oh, happy birthday. Stepping into your own strength. You may be feeling grounded and stable around a job opportunity. Fire sign may come in. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It looks like you've got a little bit of financial stability coming in. Listening to your intuition. Life moves forward. It should be a pretty good month. Harsha, general for coming for the next coming couple of weeks. General for the next couple of weeks. Happiness comes in. Your life moves forward. Hangman's in reverse. A wish comes true. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. Justice comes back to your life. Good karma comes in. You should be like the cloud is lifting. CC, who will my next relationship be with? MJPK or someone new? Okay, let's see. J. K. Someone new. Okay, comes up highest for someone new, then for P, and then for J, and then M and K don't look like there's much possibility. Miss Billy, love read. Oh, I just wanted to say, do you remember that person this afternoon that was saying new subscriber? No, I had no new subscribers. People always come in and say that, but then they didn't really subscribe, so you guys were right. Miss Billy, love reading. Okay, if you're in a relationship, current relationship looks good. It's moving forward. Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. If you're not with anyone right now, it could be slow and steady wins the race, but you do have an air sign coming in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Perseverance around love pays off, and your love life moves forward. Success comes in. I think I'm at J. What the heck? Did I pass it? General. You may feel like life has changed for the better for you quickly. You got money flowing in, focused on a new job, and no longer holding yourself back. You also have a new little adventure coming in. Intuition is heightened, and you could have a nice love connection on the horizon. Possibly starting a new relationship, and happiness comes out. Not bad. You're on the right track. Anthony, what significant things will happen in my life after my birthday this month until next year? Well, I think you have success around work. Work and school. You may be going back to school, learning a new area of study. It looks like you got feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain around work, school, and finances. It also looks like with the Four of Wands, you could be moving homes, changing homes, upgrading homes, and you could be moving overseas with the Six of Swords. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Stepping into your own strength. Fire sign comes in. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Balance comes back to your life. And money looks like it's much better between now and then. Oh, I got a scammer last week saying that they were contacted by my ancestors. that I had a curse on me and that they needed to do some kind of crazy work on me. Yeah, there's a lot of scammers. It was through Instagram I got this message. And they kept trying to, hello dear, hello, fuck you, stop contacting me. I'm like, what ancestor? Like, who? Well, I mean, you tell me that if it's my mother and give me her name and her birthday, I'll believe you. But, you know, it's just some random ancestor contacted you. I don't think so. Anthony, maybe things are heating up with the fire coming in. All right, let's see. Who else haven't I gotten to here? Anukriti, what are H's actions towards me next? He seems kind of slow, and I don't see all that much success or effort coming from him. You could get communication, but it looks like he's kind of pulled his energy away. I would keep your options open because it may be, it may get a little frustrating. Julia, when will the Gemini reach out to me? I did hear from him. Oh, all right. When will I hear from the Gemini? Could be within the next 9 days. I would say between 9 days and 2 weeks, you should hear from him. You should hear from him relatively soon. Babisha, what does Pisces want from me? I don't know where you are in the relationship, but I don't see a love connection here right now, and I don't see a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. It looks like the timing around the situation could be poor. Feeling a little bit deflated or like your wish didn't come true. I don't know that this person is looking for much at this point. Shrishti, why does it make efforts to talk to me? His life may have moved forward in a different direction with the Six of Swords. I don't know where you guys are in your relationship, but it doesn't look like anything around the situation is changing or growing fast. And you may feel like you're the only person putting effort in here. I would keep your options open for something else. Doesn't look like he's fully vested in this situation. Lena, is it true that S and Sarah will get a divorce sometime in the future? I get a 33% chance, yes, so it could be down the line. Yeah, I would say probably, yeah. It just may take a minute before that happens. Yeah, in general. Being guided by the divine brings you to the top of the mountain, maybe going back to school, learning a new area of study. Looks like you have a Leo and a Taurus coming in. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief, and taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care is a priority. Nawal, may I have a love reading for me and Pisces? We have a crush on each other. I don't see much happening. I don't know where you guys are in your relationship, but Pisces may be feeling unprepared. They may feel like not much is changing or growing. They have a little sharp energy around their situation, and they're kind of slow and stagnant. So you may have to put the effort in to get the ball rolling, because it doesn't look like they're doing much, or they're not making much of an effort. So you may have to. Tibet general for me and Sagittarius. Got the Magician here. The ability to manifest new opportunities, and your relationship with him could move forward. No longer holding yourselves back. There's the Sagittarius. Could have a soulmate connection. You could have a commitment at some point too. And you got the Empress here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. He may cause you a lot of like anxiety, or he may drive you a little nuts, but at the end of the day, you could start a new journey together. Julie, what's C's next move with me? I think communication picks up, and I think you should be seeing each other a little bit more, or it gets a little bit more stable, more frequent. And yeah, communication and seeing each other more comes in. Things stabilize a little bit more throughout this spring. Jay, I'm a little hesitant dating people from the workplace, but what would dating a girl from UPS be like? Well, that's the thing. Not only that, she's got a lot of guys around her. Not that I'm saying that she would be unfaithful or anything like that. I don't think that that's the case. But she may get a lot of attention, and that may be something that you have to deal with, especially if she's the only woman in the place, you know? It looks like she's genuinely grounded, stable, down to earth. She doesn't look like she's looking for a lot of attention, or like she's overly flirtatious with anyone. But it could be something that you might have to deal with that could be fucking annoying. She seems very intelligent, kind-hearted, stable, sincere, and it doesn't look like it's a bad thing. But like I said, God forbid something doesn't work out, it's going to be real awkward to have to work with her. You know, like that's always something that or that's a risk you have to take. What are you going to do? You know, they say don't shit where you eat. You know, if it were to happen, it happens. You know, it happens all the time for people. I mean, that's my friend, the one that didn't date anybody for 12 years. She met the guy she married at work. Yeah. Happened to another one of my friends, too. She married the guy that she worked with. Maria, does S have feelings for me? Yeah, I think he does. Sandy, what can I expect in the near future? You could get a new job, or a new job opportunity, or a promotion or something of that nature. It looks like you got money coming in. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Also, you have happiness coming out. So things may just be starting to fall into place for you in a way that they haven't been in a while. Looks like money's coming in. New job opportunity comes in. Stepping into your own personal strength comes in. Yeah, Anthony, I think the fire sign could be a love interest. Yeah, let's see what happens with that. Anybody here I haven't answered for yet? Look at this. It's one of those really painful ones that's like a boil underneath. Gross. No, did I get to everyone? Caribbean love read. Love life could be moving forward. You have the ability to manifest new opportunities with the Magician. An air sign comes in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Growth and transformation comes in. A Scorpio comes in, and you're prepared for the future. Long-term possibility, too, with the Four of Wands. Let's see what happens. How's the COVID situation here in New York? I don't even know, to tell you the truth. I mean, there's all kinds of like bizarre rules around the schools. And college is not back in session. Everything's online. But, I mean, we still have to wear masks. But I don't really know. I'm kind of really removed. I don't really know how we're doing. I haven't checked because I don't know. I just don't trust the news. No matter who's reporting it, it always seems like there's an ulterior motive. The news is like scammers. Like, they're like the big manipulators. Anyway. I think that we were improving. I think that that's what was happening. We were improving. But I had a twisted thought today. I don't even know if I should say it. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble. All right, but you can figure it out. Almost everybody I know that has been diagnosed tested negative first, right? And then a couple of days later, they were told by the doctors that they had to be retested, and they tested positive on the second test. So the first test is negative, but the second test is positive. I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, that was just a random thought that I had today. And I was outside talking to the neighbors. Okay, Eve, financial reading. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, paying off a bill of debt or a loan. It looks like you got success coming in around finances. You could be starting a new journey that may be bringing in more money. And then you have the things changing for the better for you quickly. Your financial life is moving forward. It should be improving. Mel, current energy read for Phil and Kenitha. Argumentative. There could be something that has to be revealed around this situation, or something that gets revealed. It's like slow and steady. I don't know. I don't feel like these two people are in a good place. It's like they could be on the brink of, I don't know, Four of Wands is in reverse. They could be on the brink of a breakup or something. It doesn't look like their relationship is doing great. Is that it? Anybody else here I haven't answered for? Okay, Fuzzy, what's the question? I had a dream about a guy last night, the one that I've been trying to contact online. What does it mean? Nothing. That's exactly what it means. It's in your subconscious because you've been trying to contact him. So we dream about things that our subconscious mind is storing. So because it's something that you think about during the day, you're storing it in your subconscious. So it's coming out in your dream life. It could be the kind of thing where like a month from now, you can have another dream. That's all it means, is that it's in your subconscious. I don't know what you're talking about the past life thing. I can't get much into past lives because there's nowhere that we know that past lives are real or that they've existed. It could be something that's intuitive or something that somebody tells us, but unless I see it written down somewhere, or like, I don't really believe in the past life thing. I mean, I don't really know what you're talking about right now. But if you're contacting somebody and telling them something about a past life, I wouldn't go down that road because not everybody believes that, and we don't have proof of that. It's like the same thing with this twin flame nonsense everybody always asks about. How do you know that? Because somebody told you that, and how much did you pay this person that told you that? You know, I don't get into that kind of stuff because all of that stuff tends to lead people down this road of convincing themselves that something is going to happen with somebody who is paying them no attention. So that's why I don't entertain it, because I just feel like it's not healthy. YouTube. Me and N are talking again, his current feelings. He doesn't really know how he feels right now. There's actually a secret that's going to be revealed around this situation that's going to need to be dealt with. He feels like he's got choices and decisions to make, but watch out that you don't wind up getting disappointed. I wouldn't put a lot of energy into this situation because I don't think that, I don't have a lot of faith in the connection at this point. It doesn't look like, it doesn't look like things move forward or that they get better than they were in the past. It looks like the energy around the situation is a little bit stagnant and kind of forced. He looks like he's got secrets around him. He also looks like he's got choices around him. So I would be careful. Lovely. How did the Aries feel today at the job? He seemed to feel very stable, grounded, and like things are moving forward with the Hanged Man in reverse. He may have been working very hard today, too, with the Eight of Pentacles. He's got a little good luck around him. He maybe felt today very stable and secure. It was a good day for him. Maggie, how does B feel about me? Thinks that you're successful, hardworking, intelligent, intuitive, creative, unique, strong, and independent. Fuzzy, I can't get behind these situations where people are like, I've been led to something, or they think that it's like something, because it's just almost every situation that I know, it's not the case. And it just puts people on a goose chase. And like they have this idea in their head that like you said, a past life connection or a twin flame, and this is something that's supposed to happen. Meanwhile, the person is not participating in the situation or the relationship. So I can't, like even the other night, somebody was hell-bent that this was her twin flame. She's in a relationship that's unstable. She wants to marry him. I can't tell her that that's a good thing to do. I can't. Like, I just can't. Just like I can't tell you or anyone else to continue to chase someone who's not responding. Like, it just, to me, it's not, like, there is no book that we can go to that says, yes, this is a past life. Yes, this is my twin flame. When somebody is not reciprocating or the relationship is not balanced, I can't say, oh, well, that's because it's your twin flame, because that's what people want to hear, and then send them off chasing after this person so this person can continually kick them in the gut and tell them, no, I don't want to be with you. That's the thing. Like, at what point do you say this isn't working for me? You know, at what point do you walk away from it? Like, how, that's the thing. Like, well, how do you know when someone is really rejecting you because they don't want to be with you, or they're rejecting you because it's a twin flame thing? Like, that's why I'm like, people need to stay in the present moment and look at the evidence that's in front of them, and forget about the dream thing, because people have crazy dreams. They were abducted by aliens. What does that mean? Were you really abducted by aliens? Some people believe that. Some people believe that when they go to sleep at night, they travel out of their body and they go to another universe. I don't believe that. Until somebody can prove that to me, I can't tell you I believe that. Some people do. If that's what you choose to believe, that's your thing. But there is a lot of money to be made in telling people what they want to hear. And that's where I think it's unethical, and I think it's not fair, and I think it's ripping people off. So I can't get behind that. If this is something that you want to chase and that's what you believe, that's your thing. But I can't encourage it because I don't think that it's the right thing. Jaya, the energy between me and Pushkar for the remaining week. The energy looks like it's pretty good for the rest of the week. Justice would be good karma, feeling like a wish has come true or there's a wish around the situation. Ambition is around. Be wise. Will Z try to break my connection with M? Nobody else can break your connection. Nobody else can break somebody else's connection. If that's up to him, but nobody else can interfere with your connection to anybody else. That's up to M. If M lets your connection break, that's M's problem, not Z's problem. It does look like there is trouble here, but like I said, like if I'm married, right, and there's an affair, it's not her fault. It's his fault. He made the commitment. She didn't do anything. She got involved with somebody who was a creep. Okay, that's fine. She didn't do anything to me. She owes me nothing. He made the commitment. Same thing here. Somebody else can't break your connection. That's his responsibility. I did read on that issue. I don't remember what I said, but I read it. Yeah, about the dream, and I said that I didn't think that. I can't remember what the question was, but I did it. Adriana, what's he thinking about me? He thinks that you're ambitious, kind-hearted, stable, sincere, hardworking, successful, independent, and like you have a lot of potential for the future. No, I mean, I'll read the questions, but like people come with these situations that like you're not like, no, I'm not talking about you, but I've had people that they're not involved with the person and they're like, this is my twin flame. Another reader told me that, and he's ignoring me. How does he feel? Like he's ignoring you. That's telling you all that you need to know. And it like the dream, like why do people have dreams? Some people don't remember their dreams. Does that mean that those people don't have any intuition? No, that's not true. Some people don't remember their dreams. Some people have very vivid dreams. In talking to my father, it seems like the older he gets, the more his dreams get more vivid. But what does it mean? It doesn't really mean anything. Like, it just means that it's something that's in your conscious mind that you're spending a lot of time thinking about. It's going to come out in your dreams. Unless you're processing some sort of grief, sometimes your subconscious will help you process that grief and you'll push that out. But yeah, but you can't control who pops up in your dreams. Like you just can't control that. I mean, I've had all kinds of crazy dreams that I'm not in control of. I've had dreams that I don't enjoy having, but there's nothing that you can do about that. Like that's the subconscious mind. I mean, the only thing that you could do is you can work on affirmations to try to purge that before it gets to that level. But it's really not something that anybody can control. I don't believe. Well, people tend to think that because they're dreaming about someone, it has significance. Now, sometimes it can have significance. For example, I use this story. When I was 5 years old, right from the time I was 0 to 5, I lived around the corner from this girl, Patricia. We were friends. We went to nursery school together. She used to come over my house all the time. I used to go to her house all the time. My mom and her mom were friends. We both moved when we were 5 years old. I never saw her again. Now, when I was in my 20s, I sent her a letter. I've looked up her address, sent her a letter. Never heard back from her. That was years ago. Now, if I had a dream about her, because she's not somebody that I think about all the time, I would take that as a sign that maybe at some point I could hear from her. Or, I mean, if I ran into her, I wouldn't even know it was her. But who knows? The way life happens, you never know. I could be at the doctor's office and give them my name, and maybe she's behind me and hears. So who the hell knows how things happen? I would say that that could be some kind of a coincidence, because she's not someone that I'm obsessed about or that I'm thinking about. But if there is a situation that you spend most of the day thinking about, or if you're currently like in love with, like me, the guy down the road, the bartender down the street, of course you're going to dream about him, because he's all you talk about and all you think about. So that's why people dream about it. Like I could see like somebody, well, gee, I haven't seen Patricia in X amount of years, and now I haven't thought about her either, and I dreamt about her twice. I could say, okay, maybe something's going to happen with that connection. Maybe you hear from her. But when it's something that we're actively trying to chase after or make contact with, I don't really feel like that's anything that's of significance. Adriana, next steps from him. It looks like it's slow and steady wins the race, but communication seems to pick up and you may be seeing him more. Little Virgo, what are Osmar's strong feelings about me? Seems to think that you're kind, caring, attractive, intelligent, stable, sincere, nurturing, hardworking, intelligent. He seems to have a lot of respect for you too. Adriana, I feel like I only see him once a month and I don't know why. Will this change? Yes, it should change. Yeah. Love you, sunshine. Who and what is coming for me on a love front? You do have a new love interest coming in, maybe an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It looks like a new beginning is on the horizon, and you should be feeling a little bit like you got some good karma coming back to you. Not looking back on the past fondly, but it looks like you're eager for the future. Not bad. Not bad at all. Battery, yes, go ahead. You'll be the last one. Julie, work tomorrow, Thursday. Looks good. Successful, stable, and a new opportunity. Should be good tomorrow. Battery, will the Gemini and I reconcile? The chance is slim, but there's a possibility. Got about a 33% chance you reconcile sometime this spring. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you all very much. I will see you all tomorrow at some point. I just don't know what time. At some point. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Have a nice night, guys.